The full moon glows softly against the starry night, the starry sky, illuminating the dark night. Her light is cool, clear, and gentle as it shines upon your skin. You raise your hands to soak in her energy. You can feel her radiant wisdom flowing into you, providing clarity, enhancing your intuition, gently, powerfully recharging you. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Give me a yes in the chat box if you can see me, hear me clearly. I'm audible, I'm visible, and you guys are all ready to do the full moon rituals. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Good evening. Nice to see you all come on camera, just like you like to see me on camera. I love to see each one of you on camera. I hope you're all wearing white. Let's see you all on camera. Come on. Yes, I can see Annapurna Shetty, Sangeeta, Raghunath, Mohanty. Fantastic. Where's everyone else? Come on camera. I'd love to see you all. Yes. Where's everyone else? It's a full moon. It's not like you're hiding. You should be all open today. Hi, Romi ma'am. Nice to see you. Hi, Ram sir. Hi, Saraswati ma'am. Good to see you. Yes, lovely.
I'm seeing patients, so I'll come a little later.
No problem. Yes.
Aziz and I.
Yes. So today we're doing all the rituals that generally you can do on any full moon, but today is even more special simply because today's moon is the brightest moon of the entire year. And this is the last brightest full moon of this year in the last 12 months. So that is why full moon definitely has a lot of importance in two ways. One is, yes, it's South India, we call it Gauri Hunime. Yes, like you rightly said, yes. And also, it has a lot of importance when we want to energize something. It could be things or people, and it has a different kind of energy when we want to release something. And today we're going to do both the rituals. So we're going to just highlight on what you can do after the session today, because we'll be having right from here. Actually, I can see the moon. It's a fantastic view. I'll just try and see if I can show you that. Yes. Let me show you. That's the moon from my, yes, that's the moon from my balcony. That's so amazing. Yes, that's the moon from my window. Yes. So it's a full moon, and it's amazing that you can do certain rituals today, which is going to help you in multiple ways. And we're going to learn all of this. And these are simple, simple things which you can do. So let's get started. Like I told you, that it has a very soft energy, and it has the energy of illuminating the dark night. So it has the energy of being cool, clear, gentle, and it allows you to get some wisdom and clarity. So moon's energy is very subtle but powerful. Okay. So if you see the ocean, it has a lot of tides. So just like the tides are different when the full moon is near, and tides are different when it's a new moon, so are we, because we are also made up of water. So a lot of time, if you see that there are people who act a little bit lunatic, they act like a mad, they go crazy certain times, which is not maybe how they regularly are. And you know what people say? Is it a full moon, or is it a new moon, or is it a no moon? Why are they behaving like this? It's a very common question that people ask, because definitely there is a very close association to how the moon is and how the mind of a person at that particular point is. And that is why they ask like this. Aaj amwase hai kya? Aaj full moon hai kya? Yeah, aaj Purnima hai kya? Why are they behaving like this? So definitely when the tides are changing in the ocean, the way the tides flow is different when it's a full moon. The similar way, we are made up of water 70%. There's a huge impact of the moon's energy on us as well, right? And that is why we behave differently. Now, what is that different is what you need to figure out now. So you can become sensitive to sensing the energy of the moon when you learn to tune into that energy. So today we're going to also teach you how you can harness that energy, and you can use the energy of the moon to cleanse anything that's unwanted. You can use the energy of moon to charge something. You can use the energy of moon to, charge your intentions, to manifest your desire, or release your limitations and limiting beliefs. And definitely it can give you a lot of wisdom. And definitely if you're on a journey of self-discovery, moon energy can definitely help. So the moon doesn't tell the truth and she doesn't lie either. She merely illuminates what's inside you already. Now, what does this mean? I want to tell you. I was once going on a trip to Vaishno Devi, and I decided I want to climb up. And I climbed up with a group of people so that we could chit chat and, spend time and go up. As we went close, we started in the early morning, and by the time we were near the temple, it was very late. And there were a couple of people who were behaving very differently, like very angry they were behaving, and very crazy they were behaving in their talks. And I asked one of my ma'am, also she's a mentor of mine. I asked her, they are not like this. I've never seen them like this. They're so decent. They're so well behaved. How are they behaving like this? And that's when she taught me this particular concept. And she said, there are certain times when a person's real nature gets out. So this is related to the moon as well. This is related to going higher at the spiritual places as well. This is when a person gets a lot of money also. Now, what does this mean? Let me tell you. If I am a person who has a big heart, when I was not so rich, okay, I was able to help few people. When I get a lot of money, I will help a lot of people. But when I was not so rich and I was drinking a little bit, when I get rich, I drink a lot. That's exactly what it means, that when you are in the highest moon energy, you actually do not behave differently. It comes out, whatever is your true nature. Whatever is your true nature starts coming out. And that is why identify the people in this time. So if they're behaving differently, understand that this is their true nature and not what they are doing the other days, because the other days they can fake it. But on a full moon, it is not possible to fake it. It is just their real nature. So that's what my mentor told me, that whenever a person gets money, whenever a person is drunk, whenever a person goes to these higher spiritual places, and whenever it's a full moon, they start behaving differently, and this is their true nature. So you should identify the true nature in these circumstances, is what she taught me. And that's exactly what the moon energy means, that it doesn't tell the truth, it doesn't lie. She just illuminates what's there inside you. So when can you do these rituals? I'm going to give you a set of rituals that you should do, which is supposed to be done on full moon. But then there will be people who say, I missed it. I have seen a lot of people on 11/11, they came and said, ma'am, I missed it. So like that, when people come to full moon and do these rituals, let me tell you, you can do it on 3 days, which is 1 day before full moon, on the full moon, and after the full moon. These 3 days, you can do the rituals and it is still considered as full moon, because the energy of the full moon is there for the 3 days. That's before, on the day, and after the day also. So those of you who are watching it live, we will do it today. But somebody who's watching it on a recording, you can do it even tomorrow, assuming you see it today. All right? Assuming you see the YouTube video today. First ritual is to make moon water. Now, moon is associated to the mind, and moon is associated to everything related to clarity. And that is why if you are looking for clarity in your life regarding anything, regarding any aspect of your life, all you need to do is moon water, which is a very simple thing. Just take a glass wala glass. It should not be any other material except this glass. And the only option that you can choose if it's not glass is silver. You can have a silver glassware. So you need to take an incense stick. You can take Palo Santo. You can take sage. These are the 3 options that you have. Light the incense stick and then put it inside like this and let it smoke a bit. A little bit of this smoking can help you cleanse whatever is the energy inside this. And while you just put this incense stick inside, you just say this: any and all energies that do not belong to me, may it be cleansed. Any and all energies that do not belong to me, may it be cleansed. Okay, I'm doing it with a non-lit incense. You will do it with a lit incense. You just do this and say, I'm cleansing the energy. Then fill this with water. And then keep it in your balcony, keep it in your windowsill or keep it in your veranda, anywhere where you can see that there's a little bit of moonlight. If you can just do that much, the entire night, let it be there. You can cover the glass, or if you have a glass bottle, you can keep it there and allow the water to be charged with the moonlight. And this moonlit water is your moon water. All that you will do is take it out before you have the sunrise. So you need to wake up tomorrow morning early and get this glass of water and drink this glass of water. So you can do it two ways. Either you drink it completely mindfully, saying that I take this water, I drink this moon water in order to cleanse and clarify and get clarity in my life, and you drink this. Or you can sip this over a period of 1 week. Moon water can stay for 1 week. It doesn't spoil. So you can keep sipping a little by little over a period of 1 week. That is what is moon water. And I want each one of you to do this today, because if you're watching this live, 100% you should be doing this live. All right. The second thing that you should be doing tonight is moonlit nature walk. If you have your loved ones around you, could be your husband, could be your wife, could be your children, tell them to walk in this moonlight today for at least 15 minutes. So just go out after this session and, you just see the moon and you walk in the street right in front of your house for about 15 minutes. And this is like the moonlit walk. I actually had written moon walk, and then I thought people will start doing the Michael Jackson step. And that's why, just to avoid that, I made it moonlit walk, not the moonwalk. All right. So you just have to walk in the moonlight and allow the moonlight to just fall on you, and you enjoy that moonlight. All right. That is the second ritual that you can do, which is so easy. The third is charging your crystals. So when we talk about charging our crystals, we can charge it in many ways, right? We can use our incense stick to charge the crystals or cleanse the crystals. We can use the sunlight to charge the crystals. We can use our intention to charge the crystals. We can use Reiki to charge the crystals. But they say that any of these charging methods have a particular validity. But there is a particular energy which has a very long validity, which has a very intense validity, which has a very powerful energy, and that is the moon energy. I'll tell you why. We can't keep our crystals in sunlight for a really long time, because the color of the crystals change in sunlight because of the heat. And then there's a person who starts thinking, oh my God, my purple is less purple now, my pink is less pink now, and my citrine is less yellow now. What happened to my crystal? And they start wondering and start messaging me, ma'am, is my crystal original? Is it duplicate? Why is it changing the color? So let me tell you, it's just simply because of the heat of the sunlight. You generally shouldn't keep crystals in too much of hot energy. So you just keep it in the sunlight for about 5 minutes and then take them in. But moon is not like that. You can keep your crystals, take all the crystals that you have. It could be raw, it could be angels, it could be bracelets, whatever crystals you have. You could also keep your gemstones, whatever you're wearing. Put them all together in a glass bowl or a plate, and then put them out in the moonlight and let them be there overnight. And your crystals are supercharged, and they will stay like that charge for a really long time. And that is why full moon is the best time to charge your crystals. You cannot miss charging your crystals, right? And those of you who feel that it is not safe to keep my crystals out for a really long time, you can keep it for at least half an hour to 1 hour in the moonlight, and they're still charged, right? So it's the best time to charge your crystals. The next thing you should do is called as the full moon meditation. Now, those of you who feel very bored to do this meditation of closing your eyes and doing this, full moon meditation is very different. This is also called as Tratak. And this full moon meditation is purely to charge and activate your third eye chakra. Those of you who feel, I want to develop psychic abilities, I want to improve my clair powers, I want to see that I have better clairvoyance, we have 6 clair powers, and you can wish to activate any one of them. Identify which one is your clair power and then work on it. The best way to activate that is to work on your third eye chakra. And how to do that is go on your terrace, put your yoga mat or put a carpet or put something on which you can lie down, and you need to lie down flat and look at the full moon, and then gaze the moon for as long as you can. I mean, whatever, there's no limitation on how long you should gaze the moon. As long as you can gaze the moon, go ahead and gaze the moon without flickering your eyes without blinking. You just look at the moon and gaze the moon. And slowly, as you gaze the moon, you will start seeing that there are that light, the pits, the design, the color, the shades of gray and white, and all of that you will start seeing in the moon. Till you start seeing all of that, you should gaze the moon. And slowly, when you see that it's too much, just close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, you can actually see the moon with your closed eyes. And that is your, you will be trying to concentrate on that moon, which you can see when your eyes are closed. And that's going to enhance your psychic abilities. So moon has a lot to do with your psychic powers. So go ahead and do this moon meditation. There's nothing magical that you need to do. There's no, any chanting that you should do, nothing. Just go lie down and gaze the moon. It's called the moon gazing, and it's also called as the moon meditation. This is something that you must do on a full moon. The next thing that you should do is moon bathing. What is this? Is you have two ways of moon bathing. One is to keep a bucket of water out in the moonlight as usual, and then have a bath the next day with that water. And the second one is wear minimum clothes, whatever is comfortable for you, whichever is comfortable with you. I wouldn't want to specify, but I'll just say wear the minimum clothes possible, and then go out in the moonlight and allow that moonlight to be touching your body parts. As much as the moonlight can touch your body parts, feel that the moonlight is falling on this part of my body, and this is getting cleansed and this is getting energized. You can say both of them. You can say anything that does not serve me is getting cleansed, and everything that I want is getting energized inside me. So when you add intention to it, it adds more energy to that particular aspect. So that's called as moon bathing. So you can do it in two ways. One is actually charge a bucket of water and use that, or otherwise go out with minimum clothes that you are comfortable doing. And the next thing that you can do is write your wish. So that's take a piece of paper, write it in green pen, whatever your wish is, and then put this chant, hold this in your hand and chant Om Chandraya Nama, Om Chandraya Nama, Om Chandraya Nama 11 times, and put this under your pillow and go to sleep. Now, this is very, very essential that you first identify, have your intention very clear. What is it that you want? And write it in the form of an affirmation. Okay, write it as if it's already done in present tense. And then as you keep folding your paper, also you can keep saying this Om Chandraya Namah, Om Chandraya Namah, Om Chandraya Namah, Om Chandraya Namah, and chant it, fold it, and make it into a small folded piece of paper. Just put it under your pillow and sleep. That's it. It's as simple as this. And this you can do it every full moon and keep doing this. And you will realize that with every full moon that's coming, there's a different wish that is you who is writing, which means that you have actually progressed ahead. And now that previous wish is actually very much different now, and you have gone to a next step, and then the next step, and then next step. And that is why do this every full moon, right? That is very, very essential. So another thing, this is the next thing which you can. Moon has the ability to give you answers, but how is your own subconscious mind can give you those answers? So what you need to do is, if you have something in your mind that is going on, you just write that question. You write it in the form of question, like, dear universe, let me know, and then your whatever you have the doubt, and just fold it and put it under your pillow. And the answer of this will be in your dreams or in the night, or it will come in some form in the next day. How does this happen? Is this question is going to ring in your head, in your subconscious mind, and the moon energy is going to help you get that an answer. So how do you do that? Dear universe, let me know. And then whatever you want to know in the form of whatever questions are there in your head. Should I do this or should I do that? How can I do this? How can I improve my health? How can I attract this? How can I do this? How can I do that? Who is the right person? Which one should I choose? How should I choose? All those questions that you have in your mind, put it in this manner. Dear universe, let me know. How can I do this? Let me know. Why should I do this? Let me know. Till when should I do this? All of those questions, fold it and put it under your pillow. I hope it's clear. Give me a clear in the chat box if it's clear until now, because after this, I'm going to give you some activities to do, and we're going to do it live over here. Please give me clear in the chat box, because this is all our charging, manifesting, clearing. And now we're going to do the biggest activity, which is the release activity, which is very, very essential. Which one, Narani ma'am, do you want me to explain the question? Which one, Narani ma'am? You want me to explain again? Wishing part. Yeah. So whatever is your wish, you write it on a piece of paper and say Om Chandraya Namaha, Om Chandraya Namaha, Om Chandraya Namaha, and write it in a green pen and keep chanting Om Chandraya Namaha 11 times and fold it and keep it in under the pillow to manifest it. But if you have a question instead of a wish, you can write that also, that dear universe, let me know, and then write it and then fold it and keep it under your pillow, and you will get the answer in your dream. Now it's you who need to understand and interpret what does the dream mean and in what form is this answer coming, right? And now we will do an activity. I request all of you to go and get a piece of paper and a pen, right? Quickly go and get a piece of paper and pen while I wait for you. I hope you guys are ready. A paper and a pen, right? Ready? Give me a ready in the chat box. No one is ready here. Yes, thank you, Prasanna, for letting me know, and Anupama for letting me know. Thank you, Ram sir, for letting me know. Yes. So the next activity is called as the release ceremony. This is so important, right? So a lot of times when we are doing anything that's related to manifesting, related to attracting, related to whatever we want in our life, we always keep thinking that let's do the affirmation, let's do the visualization, let's do this ritual or that ritual. And yes, we should do all of that. But what equally important is to remove within us the blockages, to cleanse whatever is not there required within us. And hence, release activity in every manifestation ritual is very important. So today we're going to do at least 5 different kind of releases, and I'll tell you how we do that. So this is the symbol of release. This is called as the angelic symbol of release. You start from here and then you go into a H and then you go spiral inside. So I want you to write in that piece of paper things like this, whichever you want to release. I want you to identify what are your fears, right? I am fearful about XYZ. I am fearful about this person. I am fearful about the future. I am fearful about getting caught so and so. So whatever are your fears, write them down. Whatever are your bad habits which you want to get rid of, which you identify that, yes, this is a habit and this is something that's really spoiling me, but I'm not able to get rid of it. This is going to work. So you have to write. I'm going to give you time. So I want you to listen to me now. Please give your attention right now, and later I'll give you time when we do the activity. First is to identify what are my fears? What is stopping me? What's holding me back? What is troubling me? And you identify them and write them down. All right, that's first one. You could have 2, 3, 4 fears. It's okay. You can do that. Number 2 is identify whatever are your bad habits. Getting up late, not exercising, not eating healthy, procrastination, anything. It could be anything. Yeah. Whatever you want to get rid of, that's the bad habit you will be writing. The third thing is your insecurities, where you feel I'm not good enough. I think the other person is so much more better. I'm not that great. I don't speak well. I don't look good. I'm not capable enough. Yeah, these are things that are not going to help you. So you need to identify them and get rid of them. And that is why the third thing which we want to release today, I'll tell you how you need to write it. So just now, I want you to listen. All right. So please understand that insecurities also are to be identified and you have to release them. Fourth thing is limiting beliefs, right? So whatever you have learned in your childhood, but you feel that this is the reason why I'm not able to move ahead, this is your limiting belief. You need to identify them and write them out today. And the fifth thing is toxic people or toxic situation or toxic feelings, toxic anything that you want to get rid of from yourself. It could be guilt, it could be anxiety, it could be some person in your mind who is all the time bothering you here, bothering you here. It could be anything. It could be a situation that why did I do like this? Why did this happen? And you feel anxious about it, you can write it down. Anything that's toxic is anything that's low vibrating energy. I want each of you to write all of this in this manner. Please give your 100% attention while I tell you how to write. Where's everyone? All right. Nice to see Nisha in white and Anupama in white. Prasanna, you didn't see my poster. I said you have to come in white. You're in pink. All right. Neha is in white. Who else is in white? Let me see you while I tell you how to write. Barsha is not in white. Meenakshi ma'am in white. Lovely. So Barsha is quickly closing the camera because she says, oh, she'll catch me. Chirayu is in white. Wonderful. Lovely. Yes, Himanshi. Superb. So I want you to write it this way. I release, right? And release is not the word release. You are drawing the symbol release. I'm going to show you how the symbol looks. I release, and then you will write whatever you want to release. I release the procrastinating nature. I release this fear. I release this habit. I release this person from my head. I release this whatever. So you're going to draw that I release and then whatever you want to get rid of. All right. So please take your 5 minutes and write everything that you feel you want to get rid of. I release this debts. I release this not able to save money nature. I release this, sad state of my life. Anything that you want, you can write. Write I, then draw the symbol and then write whatever you want to release. Please write this. If there's anybody who has any doubts, feel free to unmute yourself and you can ask me if you have difficulty framing your sentences.
मैम
Yes.
मैम मेरा ये है फियर में कि अगर मैं अपने करियर में कुछ नहीं कर पाई तो मैं इसे कैसे फ्रेम करूं।
I release my fear to be unsuccessful in my
ओके मैम।
career.
ओके
I
मैम।
release this fear to be unsuccessful in my career. So I'm releasing it. So first of all, you're identifying कि मुझे इस चीज से डर है, उसके बाद आप बोल रहे हो कि इस चीज को मैं अपने आई एम रिलीजिंग इट. तो आई टेल यू कि
ओके मैम, थैंक यू।
काम करता है. यस हिमांशी, आपको किसी इंसान से छुटकारा चाहिए तो आई रिलीज दिस पर्सन, वो नाम भी लिख दीजिए अपने पेपर पे. मैं तो नहीं देखूंगी, आप खुद ही लिख लीजिए.
हेलो मैडम।
यस सर.
मैडम एक डाउट था,
यस यस सर.
क्योंकि कुछ ये फियर के अबाउट के बारे में
हम्म.
सोचना कुछ जा रहा हूँ, कुछ फियर जैसा हो रहा है, उसके लिए क्या सेंटेंस?
फॉर ज्यादा सोचने के लिए.
नहीं, ज्यादा सोच रहा हूँ कि ये होगा वो होगा, ये नहीं हो रहा वो नहीं हो रहा।
तो आई रिलीज दिस ओवर थिंकिंग नेचर.
ओवर थिंकिंग नेचर, ओके, थैंक यू।
So those of you who are done, you can quickly say done. Done, Rakhi? Fantastic. Annapurna is done. Meenakshi is done. A couple of more dones, then I will explain you that how is this going to work as well. Yes. Fantastic. So, whatever you want to get rid of, whatever you want to be free from, you do it on a full moon. And then every single day from tomorrow, you notice that the energy of moon is reducing. Right? For the next 15 days, you will see that the energy of moon is reducing. And then in your mind, you think that everything that I had as a problem on the full moon is also reducing, because actually it will start reducing. So whatever is your fear, whatever is your problem, whatever is your toxic habit, you will see that with time, it will start coming down. It will start reducing with the energy of the moon also coming down. And that is what you have to be mindful and thoughtful of. Number one, science says that it is true. Number two, energy work, anything that you do with energy work of the moon, it is true. Number three, your own subconscious mind also will start thinking the same. Number four, you have to be more mindful about this particular thing, that as you see the moon from tomorrow, you say, oh, it's reduced in size, so my problem is also reduced in size. And then on a no moon day, you tell yourself, that is Amwase, which is on 15 days from now, on a no moon day, you say, just like the moon has disappeared, my problem has also disappeared. My fears have disappeared. My toxicity has disappeared. My bad habits have disappeared. My insecurities have disappeared. And yes, the most important thing is your own action taking, which you will also be mindful about, that when you say that and put that intention, I want to release that bad habit, you have to be mindful to release that, even put your effort and try and get rid of that bad habit. Yes, that's logic and there's magic. So you mix logic and magic and make things work. But by putting that intention today on the full moon, that I want to get rid of this, I want to release this, you actually can see this happen. So today, once you have written all of that, I would love to see that. You can post it on the WhatsApp. You can share it on the WhatsApp. We'll put it on a story, that what all have you written, and what all you want to. You need not write your name. You can just randomly put it, so nobody would know who has written what. You just release all that, and now you have to, after the session, burn it, tear it and burn it, and say, I burn my fear, I burn this bad habit, I burn this, I release this, everything that's burning. You actually do this burning. If you guys want to do it live, how many of you want to do it live? We will do it live also. If we have even 10 people who say we'll do it live, we'll do it together. Otherwise, if you feel you want to do it later, we will do it later, whichever way works for you. Right? Let us quickly see. We have number one live later. Okay. Any more polls? Yes, no? You want to do it peacefully later, or you want to do it now, live? Okay. So I think we've got a few messages and they say later. Yeah. So you can take your own sweet time. Take a vessel, a metal vessel, tear this paper, whatever is full of fear, full of doubts, full of insecurities, and tear it, burn it, throw it, and you can throw the ashes out and say that I've released this energy, and then feel free, right? So today you're going to do that moon light walk. You're going to make your moon water. You're going to do your charging of the crystals. And similarly, you're going to do this release activity, which is very, very important, right? So keeping this in mind, we're done with our full moon rituals. And if you have any doubts, the session is open for doubts.